Hi guys, so finally it's time to have our first Let's Play that's not just about behind the scenes stuff, and we are going today to work with Thandiwe as she holds the first city meeting in this town. And you know, I keep talking about my old town, and basically it was also called Midsomer, and I'm pretending it's the same town as this one, just that you know there was a huge flood that destroyed everything, and that's why it needs to be rebuilt. And I decided on the flood when I was killing all those people that I didn't want to play, and I was taking their children as orphans. And then when I was using master controller to kill them, I had to make a choice that how did they die, and then I thought, well, a flood is a good explanation. So a lot of the orphans, their parents died by drowning, and that's why I came with the idea with the flood. So today Thandiwe basically has to pay, she needs to pay the tax thing. But first I need to kick this guy out of the computer, because I need the computer to pay the tax. He has one daughter and she's insane, and his wife has another daughter and she's also insane. That's why my town really needs an asylum. But first we need to pay the tax. I created the tax list previously in the morning when I was playing her, but a lot of the people who I'm going to tax are not on that list currently, because I haven't modified their houses, so they are living in empty houses, which means that they have no bills or very little bills. So first I need to decorate their house before I can, you know, have them pay bills, taxes. And Thandiwe was very poor when I started playing her, but then just as she exited them, yes, collect tax. That wasn't a lot of tax collected. Well, okay, it was like this much, 8,636. I just need to check. Okay, so everybody paid their tax. That's good. Because if somebody can't afford to pay their tax, then I have to mark it and pay it later when I'm playing them. And the city meeting, it starts at 4 o'clock, so I still have 1 hour here. I did have a plan that she should do something, but I forgot what it is. But at least she should, you know, serve some coffee for the people. Also, when I started playing her, she only had like 0 simoleons, because I had her buy some groceries. But then when she exited her job today, okay, I don't want you to go home. Don't go home, stay here. He is the one that is going to, you know, inherit this job from her when she retires. But anyhow, I was saying that she didn't have any money, basically, because I had her buy some groceries. But then when she exited her workplace, she got a bonus, a 1,000 simoleon bonus, because it's been the first year of her working. So it was some kind of like anniversary that she was working in the in this job for 1 year. But actually, well, it's not really true, because I only played autumn and winter in my previous hood, and it was actually summer when I started doing behind the scene work in here. But then I decided to change it to spring, because it was winter in my last hood when I stopped playing and moved everybody here. So I thought I'll just continue from that. I guess that's why the game thought that it's been 1 year, but it's almost been 1 year, and she had been working in City Hall already when I was playing my previous hood and the hood before that, so She has been working actually more than 1 year, but what can I do? I have been moving my Sims around a lot. Usually because I have been waiting for the perfect hood, and then, you know, I don't think there is such a thing as a perfect hood. But I want her to chat with this Johnny here because he is her co-worker and she is his boss. Oh, there's Boo's dog. I call him Boo's dog because when I was playing Ian Racket and he opened his Boo's shop, that dog came as one of the first customers, so now he's Boo's dog. And she doesn't know who her boss is. I don't let her meet her co-workers through. She wants to learn his sign. He is happily married. But we can still learn his sign because I have a mod that should turn this. That makes asking the sign and asking do you have a partner into friendly interactions. If you are wondering how come time goes so slowly in my hood, it's because I'm using Twallan's mod to make time go slower, so my time is going 50% slower than EA default. And we should actually now chat with him a little bit. This is actually her seat. People shouldn't be sitting here, but what can you do? Sims don't respect boundaries. Okay, she's not getting along with him. And he's not impressing the boss. Hey, but our meeting is starting. So this is the trick I do when I want people. You guys come here to listen to her. Except that this is one of my mods where you can call people for coffee, but one of the later EPs kind of broke it, so it's not working so perfectly anymore. And it's one of the things that I really would love to fix. And actually I want to fix it so that I integrate it with the herbs that came with university, so that you can actually have tea and stuff like that. So basic idea with this meeting is that she will practice her speech. If she has maxed her charisma, she can then have a speech, and these guys are going to have coffee, and then I will look at what they are talking about, and then that's how I will decide. No, have your speech, dear. And that's how I'm going to decide what they want to improve in the hood. I guess she's talking about the library, which is great because I'm currently working on the library. Why is she not keeping her speech? It's the first time I have this happen. Give a lecture about, maybe she will, about writing. Maybe the people will listen to you better if you have a lecture. I think she's maybe unhappy, too unhappy to give a speech. I have a mod that makes everything more miserable in The Sims because EA made everything like everything gives you a lot of happy points. Like that he's talking about politics, and maybe she wants that we get computers into the library because currently we have none. But anyhow, I'm using Buzzler's mod to make everybody more miserable. So then you actually have to work harder to have Sims do stuff. She doesn't like art, Erin. That's why she's like, oh, there's enough art in this world. Let's spend money on something else.
And
he's talking about politics.
Sansamarskasat. Ibalask.
She's
Chumasat.
cleaning.
Quid, Maska,
This is the reason
Muskin.
I have people drink
La
coffee,
Farni
because
News.
when they're actually listening to
Ibazan.
her, they will
Kalargi.
stand. They
It's
will not
tabush.
sit. I was actually
Malana.
hoping that they could, when she has a
Taso,
lecture, to
Bras.
work like university.
Twasumis.
Lectures works and people will
Shibaro
sit
Sweb.
and listen to her,
Weaver,
but they will stand
Wasana.
up, and that's why I always do the
Etsamaski.
coffee trick, because then they will
Chimaden.
chat with each other. But it's nice
Yubalafani.
to see these guys are
Kanaka
interested in the
Jace.
town affairs.
Jim Jalorski.
And if you're
Kinashavala.
wondering
In the
how
Priston.
it was so easy to
Adabas.
switch to Johnny,
Baska Rouge.
no, it's just like a click of the
Kamasuni.
button.
Fasuni.
It's because
Quinaka
I'm using
Rasan?
Color Selector mod. It
Yes,
basically lets
Kamasuri.
you
Quasalas.
select this easily,
Yubalafani.
change household. But if the
Quinaka
person
Jace?
you are clicking
Jim
is in
Jalorski.
the town is
Weaver,
cool, then
Wasana.
of course you cannot change to them.
Etsamaski. Chimadent.
He's
Fino
so cute.
Markin
He's actually
Zembin.
living
Isal
with the Riffin
Pass.
family. It
Walikini.
consists of one young adult boy
Kaflarbin.
and his two
Wastamaski.
child siblings.
Charatras.
And they are
Say
living in an
South.
apartment, but they will have to
Iskala.
move because
Wilkor
apartments and pets
Imaska.
don't really mix very well.
Kazal
They
Kazani.
would mix if the
Waska News.
MO door
Kozuri.
on would be working, but
Quids,
it
Maska,
isn't.
Muskin.
So with the
La
EA
Thorny
default locking
News.
system, you
Ibazan.
can't
Haska
like
Mestis.
in EA default locking
Iskala.
system, when you say
Ibalan.
to the door
Santa
and allow these
Marskasat.
sims to enter,
Ibalask.
then
Chumasan.
you can't add pets to
Vadi.
that list of people who can enter. You can only add sims, and then you can disallow pets, so that's why it doesn't work so well. But now that she held her speech, then I also always have her, chat with the people who bothered coming to the meeting. Of course I won't be able to maybe meet everybody, but at least some people. If you are wondering why this lady disappeared, I'm in a tree. It's because these stairs are modded. Unfortunately, EA never gave us L-shaped stairs in Sims 3, but this is a mod by Inge that you can have these stairs and then Sims just teleport, and it's better than nothing. And chat about something.
Julabaka. Nuf. With Nagichogo. Bruni Chogola.
I wonder if she's going to the pub to play some darts.
Baby Gribat.
That's not very nice, because you should be interested in chatting with people. It's like the dog is the most interested about politics in this town. About politics and booze. And she's not getting along with town people.
Maki Shalaka Dubi.
What they're gossiping about.
Scheiße Turnboke. Degla.
Now
He's complaining about werewolves. Maybe he's like, you are as hairy as a werewolf. I don't know. I don't have werewolf in my town. I have one fairy, and I have a plant sim, and I have one witch, and I should be getting, hopefully, 4 aliens later.
Gemma Kuraka.
I have my random legacy heiress. She needs to have 4 kids. It's one of the rules that I want for her. And then I thought, well, I've never had an abduction in my game before. In Sims 3. Okay, listen. And I've never had an abduction, and I thought maybe I should just, force her an abduction on her, and then have her have 4 kids, like quadruplets, and then try to survive that mess. I think I'm going to regret it. But she could go home now. We had a nice town meeting. I was talking too much to actually look at what the people were saying. But I hope they were talking about education and library, because the library does need a little bit of money. Tree. Unfortunately, when you are working in politics in my town, you actually have to work really hard. So tomorrow Thandiwe is going to hold a recruitment event, which basically means that my town needs, employed people. It needs firemen, and it needs police, and it needs nurses. And Thandiwe is going to hold a kind of event where she is going to recruit these people, because the amount of how much bills my Sims pay depend on how many open position they have in the hood. Okay, let me just make her do something and then I'll explain what I mean. Okay, make spaghetti. So what I mean is that by default bills are 1.3% of everything you own, but I think that's too little, so my default is 5% from everything you own. But because I think that, you know, sometimes you have to pay more for some things, that's why I increase the bills depending on events in my town. For example, I need 3 people to work in the police station, and every person that I do not have working there means that my bills will increase 1%. So currently, considering that I need 3 people to work in the police station and 3 people to work in the fire station, and then I still need at least 2 nurses to work in the hospital, and I also need 2 people to work in the education career. I have 1 teacher, but I need more. So currently my bills for this town is 14% from everything you own. That's a lot of money actually. Unfortunately, I forgot to update. I made the calculation in an Excel, but then I forgot to update the bill mod, so I need to change that. But she got a little bit of relief now because she didn't have to pay so much bills for the first time. Then she needs to make dessert. She should clean that up and serve dessert. No, this is not dessert, this is dinner. I was hoping she could go and actually make a key lime pie, but the grocery shop, closes at 6 o'clock, so I didn't have time. And yesterday when I was playing her for 1 day, she actually didn't have any money because I had her shop for groceries, and by the time I noticed, I forgot to buy the lime. It was already closed, so I couldn't fix that. But she can do 2 plates of cookies, and then she has bought 1 honey, so she's going to make at least one of them a little bit sweeter. With honey, you always have to make sure that it's out of your Sims inventory because they are obsessed with honey. It's like cocaine to them. They are constantly drinking it if they have the option to it. And that's why I try to, when I buy it, I just put it somewhere, hide it from them. But I didn't show you Thandiwe's house, I think. So it's very tiny, as you can see. This house I did not build myself. I actually took it from another world. It's one of my favorite houses. We can explore the neighborhood a little bit while she's working. Stupid tree. Okay, so this is the other house that I stole from that hood. It's really, they're really nice. I like these simple houses. Oh my god, there's like a tree everywhere. I want to show you the business street basically. This is Tanner's grocery shop. I'm going to play him after I play Thandiwe. He's actually running out of groceries because I have been shopping so much for groceries with my other Sims that I have been playing behind the scene. This is the Prancing Pony. It's the town's pub, actually village, not town. And this here is the, let me go there first. This is my diner. It's supposed to be a hotspot today, but it doesn't really look like it. And this Sim is from because I took all my townies are from EA Worlds, and he's from Moonlight Falls. I think he looks like Prince Charles. I don't know. I always laugh when I see him because he looks so funny. I don't want to say stupid all the time, but he looks funny. Oh, poor thing. She's so miserable and her house is dirty and she wants to get a raise, and here I am forcing her to make some stupid cookies for some stupid event that I'm holding tomorrow. She completed a challenge. That's nice. Don't you drink that? Can I? No. But if I do like this and then sweeten it up. I wish I had 2 honey jars, but I don't. Put them away and then make more cookies. Counter. Oh, I have a counter. Cookies. And then we can clean the house a little bit before we go to sleep. And this is, I'm going to do this the recruitment event as the next episode, because otherwise this will be too long. But basically, because you know time goes forward in The Sims 3 all the time, so what I do is I actually play 1 week each family, and currently I'm going to tag this as round 1. So basically when I play all the families, this is going to be round 1, but actually it's round 16 because I have already played these people for 2 years, you know, real life 2 years, and I'm already in round 15, well 16, but I'm going to tag it as round 1 because it's a new hood. I'll just pretend that, you know, whatever happened before the flood stays happening. It stays before the flood. I'm not going to mix those events up so much. Oh, I forgot, I still haven't actually fixed her family tree. I should do that before the next episode. Yay, unfortunately we don't have any honey. At least I don't think you have honey. No, you have none. This is actually one thing I really like about Sims 3 is that you have ingredients.
Scuba Naka.
You know, you can actually check what you have and you can cook different things depending on what ingredients you have. I am actually using... no, too low. Okay, play computer games. That sounds more fun anyway. Yes, so I really like the ingredient thing. And I'm using my own mod that actually makes it so that you actually have to have the ingredients before you can cook it, because I didn't like the way that you can just buy it immediately. And if you're wondering why there are no sounds here, it's because I found a mod at the Sims Asylum that disables the sounds for a lot of things, including computer games, and computer games was one of the things I never let my Sims do because I hated how loud the sounds were when you are playing. I just can't stand it. I think I was talking something about playing in rotation. So basically I'm going to play Thandiwe now until next Sunday, so 1 week. After that I will switch to Tanner's household, and that's how I keep my families in sync, because time goes forward in Sims 3 all the time. It's not a lot specific, and this is both a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, it's a good thing because I kind of like the fact that time goes forward and you're not stuck all the time at the same day, because one thing I had always trouble with in Sims 2 was the first day when you go to a new house, and it's always one day regardless of what day you actually moved to that house. So I like the fact that time goes forward and then you can manipulate it, you know, by playing, for example, 1 week only, and then before switching household. And I have a lot of families in this food, but I'm not going to play all of them in one round. It doesn't bother me that, you know, people, you can have your friend can be, well, you can have the same child friend as your grandchild has. These things don't bother me. The only thing that bothers me is that if I'm playing a family, I don't want the kids to be older than their parents, so I'll always play the parents as well. Well, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Oh, but before I end, because I was talking about time and aging, currently I'm playing Thandiwe with aging off because I don't want to lose her yet, and this town really needs her, so I'm thinking I'll play 2 rounds with her with aging off, and after that I'll turn aging on. And I have an aging mod that lets me lets me have Sims to style aging, so only the active household ages. So I'm going to let her play a little bit more, and then actually I think she should go to sleep very soon because she has work tomorrow. And I'm going to end the episode here, and then the next episode we are going to hold the recruitment event and hopefully get, you know, people hired to do various jobs in this hood. I really want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you had fun watching this video, and I hope you have fun playing your own games as well, and see you next time.